I'm back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second part of today's stream on my own Twitch channel. How's everybody doing? Happy to be here again. If you just came over from Vixlogic, make sure to follow the channel as well. Thank you, Most Wanted. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a whole bunch. Yeah. So we were working on this, for those of you who weren't along with us. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to finish this as much as I can. Oh baby, BR, obrigada, thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Just before we get started, a couple of things. So first thing is no spoilers, okay? Vanilo, thank you. You can set up a version to also make a swamp thing? You think so? Ooh, now that I'm blinking, I realize I probably haven't blinked at all this past 2 hours. I hit what? Oh, I hit what? 3K where? Oh, on YouTube? Really? Nice. That is so cool. Thank you for letting me know. How exciting. Thank you so much, Pike Griffin and Shiru Arts. Paul Shilo, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I'm happy to be here, peoples. So, before we continue, Carter, thank you so much for the follow. Before we continue, the sculpting process, we are going to talk about my art challenge. So, the art challenge that I do, basically, for those of you who are new here, I do an art challenge on my Discord server every week. This one actually lasted 2 weeks because I wasn't feeling good last week. But basically, everybody can participate. It's one theme, and the theme of the week is... art, or the theme is art challenges. No, the theme is vampires. All right, so if we scroll up, we can actually see all of the submissions for this week's challenge. So here it is when it started, and this is my community manager posting about it. So we got a few vampires to look at today. Let me full screen this bad boy here. Oh Lord. So, we're going to go through each one of the submissions for a few minutes and talk about them briefly, and then at the end I will pick my favorite, and the person who wins will gain free access for 1 month to all of my database. Like, I don't know what to call it yet. Like, honestly, the whole branding situation is still up in the air at this point. But basically, I've been writing articles, sharing resources, all of my workshop video recordings are on there, so it's like 100 or more hours of content and stuff about 3D sculpting, stuff on like how to price yourself as a freelancer and all these other good things. So whoever wins gets 1 free month access to this. Okay. So first we have Ilias ND, who says it's finally done. First of all, congrats to being the first one to get in, right? Look at the feet are actually my favorite part right here. Like, look at those gnarly feet and hands. That looks really good. Very complete with the render. It looks nice. I'd say maybe the render is a little blown out, and we call it blown outs whenever it's so light or like that it's flat. So right here you get a little flatness, but really nice. Good job. Then we have Geberson Souza, whose submission is this. Can you guys see okay? Or like, let me control plus a few more times, right? So this one looks great. It reminds me of The Witcher. You guys played The Witcher, Witcher 3 specifically. Great game. It's my favorite game, actually. And we can go... It looks great. Beautiful art color palette as well. Very nice and balanced. The pupils, I don't know if you guys can see, but they look flippin' good. Like, those are amazing pupils. Good job. Or, I mean, irises. Just eyes in general. Orlando Toscano says, my submission, Nosferatu the Foe. This was a lot of fun. So this one is really cool, more stylized. It's got a signature, which I definitely recommend. Like whenever you're doing anything, just put a signature on it, you know? Your name, your username, whatever. Um, I think the clothes right here could use a little bit more finishing because it like kind of stops. So I think if you did like the parting of the main area of the clothing, it would look a little nicer. But it's got personality. It's got an intense stare. I really enjoyed this one. Then we have Adam V. Taika Waititi from What We Do in the Shadows. Can't tell if it looks like him. Likenesses are tough. So I love that movie, and I think it looks like him. And I can definitely recognize it for sure. And it's got expression, which is hard to do. It looks very stylized. I like how you just kind of like roughed in the clothes, and it still looks good. That's hard to do. Um, yeah, I really like this one. And I like how it's looking straight at the camera, like, and one of the eyes is turned a little bit more. That's a nice detail. Then we got Cluster Live. Didn't get much done. Got myself bogged down in jewelry that doesn't even show in the render. Ooh, that's not nice, right? Maybe I'll finish this one by some other time, not competing for the prize. Um, and then glowy eyes. It's really cool. Like, I feel like he's selling himself short, you know? Like, this is actually a really cool render. And I think if I were to fix one thing, it would be the composition. I wouldn't cut the hand off and then have so much empty space. I would probably have angled the camera a little lower. Um, and then done a little bit more contrast in the render because it's very gray and washed out. I think with more contrast, it would go a long, long way. So this is when we decided we were going to have another week. So all these new people got to participate. So Alexandre R submitted this one. This is familiar to me. Does anybody know where this is from? Really nice work. I like the stretched skin right here, like very vampiric. Pretty complete, but still sketchy model. Love the silhouettes. Looks great. Although I don't like this like gradient background. I think it kind of helps. It kind of blobs the model into the background. It's hard to see in some areas. Ooh, Victor Cobos. Hey guys, I'm a little bit late for the challenge, but here's my contribution. This one's awesome. I really like the blood. um, not to be creepy or anything, but I love this freaking piece here. So fun. So fun. Love the little gentle way you painted the skin and like the roughness variations of the skin. Looks really good. I love this one. Otto. Um, did I think Otto won last week? I think Otto won 1 or 2 weeks ago. Um, so but great character design. Like I love this one. I think it's freaking awesome. Um, just wonderful. Like totally, totally wonderful. I love it. Edson, hello guys. This is my participation for the challenge. Oh my god. I like representation. I like seeing a masculine dude like wearing like lady logic armor. Like how like ladies in video games like just wear no clothes and they're supposed to be protected. That's how I feel about this guy. I really like it. Looks like a toy that I would have had in my childhood. And got some sort of subsurface scattering on the piece. Maybe the wings could have used a little cleanup, and like especially at the tips, but it looks very nice. Oh, and then we got another one from Cluster Live. I like the composition of this one much better, but the nice hand is still hard to see. I don't know which one's the real submission. Sakazma says, well, this is what I have so far, but it was fun, thanks. So this is my take of Vampire Lady wanting to gorge some deliciously talented humans. I love this one. Like that light on the face is just my favorite part, I think. Really good piece. Really good submissions in general. You guys are nice, very nice. I was going to enter, but these are so good. Oh, you should enter anyway. It's like it's fun and it's a chance to learn and grow. Like can't go wrong with that. So now is the hard part. I had to pick just one winner. I wish Gus was here because then I'd be like, Gus, are you sure? I only can pick one. They all have wonderful merits. So I think my criteria is creativity. What is my criteria? I don't know. It's hard to see. You guys, does it count if I say everybody's a winner in my eyes? There used to be a time I would just raffle out the winner, but it turns out you guys want to go through this excruciating process, huh? So I'm between Victor Cobos. Otto, I would say Otto, but I think they won last week, so I'm gonna make it so that somebody else can win. So Cosma for sure, and then Adam V. I think Victor. Victor wins for today. Congratulations, Victor. Congratulations, just wonderful render, really complete, simple, but very nice. Good job. Everybody say good job to Victor. I don't even know if they're here, but let's continue on with the actual stream now. So, do you have to have a degree to make money in this industry? No, you don't actually at all. I was really busy this week. Can I still do the vampire theme now? So, like, you can't participate in the challenge, but you can still make a vampire. Or you can wait until Gus announces the next week's challenge theme. So, one thing I think I did is that I went too continuous with the lines here. Like, I should definitely, like, kind of like zigzag them more or like have them open and close more. So, we're gonna do that. Looks like my X5. Sorry, did you say no? So you can still do vampires, but you can't participate. Oh, that's the wrong question. So you don't need a degree now. If anybody tells you you do, they're wrong. But there's a lot of ways you can have a degree that will help. Depends on a lot of factors. Like, for example, if you ever want to get a visa, a work visa to go to a different country than where you currently are, or if you want to teach at a college, stuff like that. Like, you have to have normally a degree. It helps at least. That standard brush really just highlight this in. Good night, Fabiano. What's the next theme? So I don't know. I let my community manager slash personal assistant take care of that. Gus, and he normally does it on Tuesday. So if you join my Discord, you'll be able to, on Tuesday, find out. Nitovi, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Yeah, this is a lot slower than I was hoping for. So, again, just so you guys know, in case one of you wasn't here during my previous stream, like, um, tomorrow I'm starting a new series, a month-long series with Maxon called the Mystifying series, like sculpt, render, composite. I'm missing a stuff. There's 4 names. But basically, we're going to be creating the Kraken together, and then I'm going to sculpt the Kraken, and then somebody from Maxon is going to render it. Somebody else is going to composite it. Like, it's going to be real bonkers. Like, and it's not going to be streamed. It's going to be a webinar, and it's free. So, like, it's a free webinar, but you got to sign up. So let me get you guys the link. Do, 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 do. No, it's not Cthulhu. Did I say Cthulhu? I meant the Kraken. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. You should scope a Leviathan. Oh, that'd be actually a good idea. I'll add that to the list. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. What is the minimum age that is required to do what? Age required to do what? You forgot their cipher. So I've already done the Cthulhu. It actually worked pretty well on TikTok. Let me show you. Have you guys seen my TikToks? Like, have you really seen my TikToks? Because they're embarrassing, but like, they're so worth it. It's worth it to be embarrassed like this. So, it's my little video for Cthulhu. Basically, what I do is I like make little videos, sculpting stuff, and like it's super embarrassing, but it like pays off, so it's worth it. Like sometimes you just gotta be embarrassed, I guess, to make some progress, and you gotta not listen to that little voice inside you that's like, "Hey, this is embarrassing," and just be like, "Heck." You know, if I never embarrass myself, if I never get anybody's disapproval, I'm never gonna get anywhere. Empress J, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a whole bunch. Here, I'll give you guys my TikTok link. Cause like I'm gonna be honest with you. It is really scary to put yourself out there. Take it from me, right? Like I'm literally out here as we speak. It's really frightening to put yourself out there. Like there's a lot of judgments, you know, from people in your life, especially like I don't know why people in our lives. Oh, little kid, thank you for the raid. I don't know. I normally say thank you for the raid right away when the raid happens, but I was recently watching Odon's channel and he was like, let me wait until the ads are over to say welcome, and I'm like, oh, well, that's something I hadn't considered. Pro streamer strats. Hey, Suitor Kid. Hey, Raiders. Was that long enough? Hey, everybody. Hi, hi. Hello. Hi. Thank you so much, STHGM for the follow. I appreciate it. Who suggested it to me? Oh, was it Odon? Hey, everybody. Hello, friends. Hello, buddies. So where was I? Oh yes, I was going down this like long rabbit hole of like how scary it is to put yourself out there, and like Odon and Pseudokid, I would love to get your insight on it because like I was just like weighing, you know, streaming, doing tutorials on YouTube, putting TikToks out there, like a lot of people look down on that. But I don't know if they actually look down on that or if they just don't want to see people in their own lives succeed. Because that is like totally a thing. Like, I'm gonna be like, you guys know this. Like, people will shut down your ideas, not because they're bad ideas, but because um, they don't want you to progress faster than them. Right? Have you guys ever encountered somebody like that before? Spill all the tea, please. Do a little spilling today. But yeah, like, and it's really tough. Like, and how do you get past that, right? Like, we're social animals. We want inclusion. We want acceptance. So, like, how do we totally move right past that? Probably at some point. So, no, I haven't been playing with AI too much. I've done a little bit for funsies, but that's about it. Those are really eerie to me because that's exactly what the inside of my brain looks like, is the AI art like that. And I have so much tea to spill. I'll tell you all tomorrow. Ooh, it's that kind of tea, yeah? Piping. I'm gonna start using the standard brush and just kind of smacking in some like round, um, kind of like crevices like that. It's not really a crevice, it comes out, huh? Nailed it. HSMPX, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it a whole bunch. I'm just gonna create some blobs, because if you don't have blobs, what do you have at the end of the day? Nothing. Danielle M. DeMello, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I just ignore people when they seem bitter and angry. You should laugh at their face. You would love the reaction. Like, I haven't been going out a lot. Like, I was talking earlier in my other stream today that, like, I've been kind of thinking a lot about my energy, like, and things that can affect my energy. And one of the things that can affect my energy is like people, like hanging out with people, because like people, like, depending on the person, it's just kind of a net loss to hang out. They'll say one thing that will like bounce around my head, like they'll criticize my business or whatever, and then I ended up questioning and like, is it worth being here, right? So I haven't been hanging out a lot with people this past year, or so, but I'll still remember like this one guy, he was talking about me to my face, and he goes, I'm not like you, Anna. Like, I don't need attention. That's why I don't stream and I'm not on social media, because I don't need the attention, the validation. And I was like, you don't even know me. You don't know me, my man, or lady, or person. Like, you literally don't know me at all. Sarah Aladaye. Yeah, I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong. Let me know how to say it if you want to. But thank you, and I'm glad you like my work. Have you tried Nomad Sculpt? I believe so. I do believe it has Nomad Sculpt, but I don't like the way the pen feels on the iPad. I don't know why, I'm just picky like that. I feel that so much. Being at my non-creative job, having spent 40 hours a week, some people say really hateful stuff without a second thought. Sean says, attention and validation is how we get jobs. Oh my god, so right, right? Like, I run a business now, and I'm tomorrow I'm doing the final interviews because I'm gonna hire my third employee. Like, I couldn't do that without this, you know? Not only could I not easily grow a business, but I also couldn't even find the right people because, like, how would I advertise? You know, I had to spend money and I like all these things. You know, like I just feel like they don't understand how I'm operating. You know, like you look at me and you're like, oh, she's just a streamer. She loves the attention, but like, um, it's actually a very good thing to stream, and I recommend it. On that note, Sarah says, "Do you have any advice for new art streamers on here?" Yes, I'll just spit out random stream advice that I've learned over the years. I've been streaming for 4 years now. Well, actually, my I was being, I was like, I've been streaming for 4 years, and somebody was like, yeah, but you took 2 years off, so it's only like 2 years over the course of 4 years. But yeah, anyway, um, so first thing is that your vibe, your energy is the most important thing when you're streaming. Okay, so hear me out. If somebody's in chat annoying you, um, even if it's just a little, or they're shading you, or they're trolling you, whatever, get rid of them. Zero tolerance policy. That will change your life, girl, or ladies, or boys, or girls, or whatever. Girls twice. Okay, zero tolerance policy. If I even catch a little bit of a bad vibe from somebody, they are out of my stream, and I mean banned. Okay, like forever. And you're like, but I need the viewers. Like, you do not need to put up with anybody that is trying to be mean to you or to your community, especially your community of people who are nice and that match your vibe. They don't deserve that. They don't deserve being exposed to haters. Pine Mixer and Birmingham 13, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So I literally ban like my ban list is ridiculous, and like it's because, people like to troll, they like to pull at your strings, they like to see you react. Don't. Just get rid of them. Sometimes without even saying anything, like people wouldn't even know that I'm banning people. Like I'll just like 1 second, come back, you know? So that's the first piece of advice. The second would be, and this is for me, okay, but this works for me, and I don't know if it works for everybody, but when I'm not talking about a topic that I'm passionate about, it's like the stream just dies. People start leaving. I stop feeling like good in it, if I'm just talking about a random topic. As soon as I bring up a topic that I actually enjoy talking about, um, I light up, the stream lights up, people start talking to me more. So like try to remember like things you're passionate about and try to just bring that goodness into the stream. Be it like a game you like to play or whatever, like it doesn't matter, just talk about things that feel good. And in the process of that, you'll also be attracting like the audience that also likes those things and creating a much better connection, right? uh Tip number 3, try to be of value and service to your community. So there are multiple ways to be of value, quote unquote. So you can be of value by teaching something, you can be of value by providing them with entertainment, or even just community. Like its intrinsic value on Twitch is unbelievable, right? People want to be a community. During COVID, for example, like people were feeling lonely. Twitch was a great place to go and meet your people, right? So definitely provide education, inspiration, um, community, or entertainment, or something like that. Like try those things. And remember that you are of service to your community, not the other way around. Um, oh, Rafael, I'm glad you liked my horns tutorial. Give me 1 sec, guys. Promise I'm not banning. Sarah says, I do architectural dissection illustration, so it's been interesting to see how I can showcase process through stream. Let's see if I have any other. I think I'm within a niche art genre, so some really exciting topics come up during stream, especially during streaming background research. Você vai na Utopia? Não, infelizmente não. Esse ano não. Talvez outro ano. Quando que é a Utopia? The nose does not look good. Maybe if I paint the inside with a dark color and cheat a little on them. Acho que em outubro não. Em outubro eu vou estar aqui. Yeah, Kako, the ear's gonna be hard. I mean, I should probably do the ear too a little bit. I'm like trying to wrap up as much of the face as I can do first, though. Can't get distracted. So, any more streaming tips? Let's see if I have any more stream. I mean, I do. I've been doing this for a while. A lot of the streaming tips I've learned were on YouTube from other streamers right before I started streaming. So, my streaming history goes like this. So, I didn't know what streaming was, and I didn't know what Twitch was. Twitch was my like introduction to streaming until I was invited to TwitchCon for free, but not by Twitch. But like I was invited to TwitchCon. I'm like, what the fuck is TwitchCon? Okay, I guess I'll go. And there, I just meet all these really interesting people that are all streamers. I remember saying like, "What is a streaming? Like, what is streaming? Is it like the news?" And everybody was like, "Oh, the news," you know. And then I was like, "This is awesome! I can do this too! Whoa!" So I put it off for ages until eventually one day I see this quote because I used to think, right, before I started streaming, I was like, I really want to stream, but I'm not good enough. Like, I'm not good enough at streaming. I mean, obviously I had never tried it. I'm not good at streaming. I'm not good enough at art. I'm not good enough at anything. Like, I don't belong on stream. Nobody's gonna watch, and the people who watch will hate me and judge me. Like that was where the brain was moving, you know. I thought I wasn't fast enough too, because I was watching all the other streamers and they were like pulling these models out like super fast, you know. And and I was like, damn, I can't do that. Then one day, and I was just waiting until it was good enough. A year goes by. One day I see a quote that was like, what about if instead of waiting for the perfect time and like trying to have all the perfect life and you know, basically have the perfect circumstances, you just add one nice thing to your life at a time, and then by the time you realize it, your life is just full of nice things. And I'm like, I guess I could. So then I start a countdown. I count down on Twitter. I had like a couple of followers, you know, and I'm like, my stream starts in 30 days, and then 28 days, 10 days, you know, and I was just counting down because I knew that if I counted down and I made a whole big deal out of it, I couldn't get out of it, you know? And I'm really glad you love the cat cam. It's cute, it's cute, right? He's not very active today. He had a really busy night at work. You know, and man, I spent that month or so that I was gearing up, learning how to stream, and I found all these people on YouTube that would teach you, right? Like really simple tips, like, hey, never stop talking. You know, once somebody clicks on your stream, it only takes them like 3 seconds to figure out if they want to stay. So if you're silent, they'll leave. Things like that. Like, there's definitely a lot of people out there that will help. They have like channels specifically geared towards this stuff. I recommend checking it out. All the tips I learned back then probably don't even apply anymore, you know, except for a few. Maybe like behavioral tips, like people kept saying like, look at the camera all the time. And I'm still not good at that. I'm looking at it now, but I'm not very good at that. And then one of the cool tips was whenever you're starting, invite your friends to the stream, like to watch, so that you have somebody to talk to. And that one was a really big one that really helped me. Because, whenever the topic would die, somebody would just be like, so what about this? And it helped a lot. Um, no, like I don't know, like it's not advice for a small streamer, but I definitely think that the vibes change as you get bigger. Like I think that the most intimate my community ever was when I was like averaging like 24. Ivan07 GTZ7, thank you. That was when my community was the most like BFFs, like everybody was hanging out together and all this stuff. So you do have to be aware of that, Everybody wants to grow, but like you gotta realize that it changes, a little bit. Panda Slap, I appreciate the follow as well. Just gonna keep the year simple for now. Let's see. Another great tip for streaming is to get a cat and train it to be a streamer with you. That's a joke one, but I do it. So how much of a joke is it really at the end of the day, right? I didn't train Sparkles to do this. He just does it on his own because for like a few years, whenever I would start to stream, I would pet him while I was doing the intro. And like he would be right here on my lap and I'd be petting him. And there was no cat cam yet. And I pet him. And he get excited and he's like, oh my god, every time she streams I get pets. So he started coming up to me and like hanging out next to me every time I'm streaming. So now I got him in his own chair and camera. And those are the tips. But yeah. Frankly, like nobody can hold us back like we hold ourselves back. I don't know if you guys agree. um But like, I put off streaming for a year. Imagine how much further along I could be in my career if I hadn't, And I put off YouTube for 3 years or something like that. Yeah. All because I was self-rejecting. Self-rejecting is like when you assume you're going to get rejected, even on a subconscious level, so you don't even try, and therefore rejecting yourself. Do you provide 3D models for gaming companies or anything like that? So only sometimes. I haven't been doing freelance this year because I've been focusing on my own business. I've been minding my business, literally. I've been growing a business on my own. Now I have people that help me. And so I decided freelance is not worth it right now. It's a little bit of a headache. But yes and no, every freelance I've ever done has been for serious games or like museums. Like right now I'm working on one for an ad, so I don't do a lot for like fun games. Not yet, anyway. One day, probably. Like, if I could do any freelance right now, it would be to make some dinosaurs for some dinosaurs documentaries. Doubt is the biggest dream killer. Benilo says, I do that a lot. My brain is always telling me I can't do things when I know I can. Damn. Yeah, that's a rough place to be. I have not, SDH. I mean, I have a little bit, like, but, not a lot. I don't have any opinions on it. I mean, like, I do like Blender because disrupted an industry that needed to be disrupted to some degree, like we were all tired of like Autodesk, for example, so like when Blender came, they helped, I don't know, like alleviate some of that monopoly, I guess. Not when Blender came, when Blender got good. And then all the other companies started like having to improve their products a lot faster as well to stay relevant. I like that. I think that's a useful thing that Blender provided us with. A little strong for me right there. Man, I hope this doesn't turn into a two-streamer. I was really convinced that I could finish Vecna, but then I took too long. The more I do the Kraken. I still don't have a design sorted out, but like I did some of the ugliest drawings you've ever seen. You want to see them? Beautiful Kraken design. There's another one. Oh, that's me. Wrong side. Nice. Looks like a Picasso. And the funny thing is that I know how to draw. Just can't be bothered right now. Can't be bothered. Fuck that. Did you see the prehistoric planet? Oh, not yet. I'm dying to watch that. Literally dying to watch that. Can't wait. Like, I don't have Apple TV. Well, I don't have Apple TV Plus or whatever it is that you have to be able to use that. Anyway, I only have like a normal Apple TV for which no subscription is paid. Maybe I can come here with the standard brush. Kind of merge those ends a little bit. Thanks, Thomas. I appreciate appreciate that. Oh, by the way, if you're here and you're enjoying this stream, make sure to follow me on social media. There are the... Yeah, I accidentally messed up the bot. So, FYI, the bots are messed up today. So there's gonna be some double info. Don't be scared. It just means that I messed something up. Okay, it's me. It's not. Yeesh. There's 3 times. Oh God, sport. Ah, deluge of absolute links. Okay. Anyway, so the bots are messed up today. It's okay. Some of you guys are gonna see twice. Some of you aren't. So follow me on social media if you're interested in hanging out with me, sending me messages. So really the only place I'm gonna be able to see them, is on Instagram. Normally is the best one. I use Instagram the most, but I also post a lot of videos on TikTok and jokes on Twitter. Make sure to join my Discord, people. That's like the best place to be, actually. Like, out of number one, it's Discord, because Discord is where this amazing community of 3D artists that are nice, supportive, polite, helpful, hang out offline when I'm not streaming. You can go post your questions there, share tips, tricks, tutorials, resources. You can participate in the challenges. We're doing challenges every week now. If you weren't here, if you were here, you saw the vampire submissions. If not, join that Discord, and then you'll see the submissions. You can give feedback on people's work. You can get feedback on your work from industry professionals, students, and everybody in between. The Discord is just awesome. Like, go join the Discord. Like, you won't regret it. If you don't like it, you can leave, you know, like that's the thing. And then I have my new YouTube channel as well, where we have a ton of videos. Okay, not a ton. We got some tutorials, one Ask Me Anything video, and a couple of stream reruns. Um, they're fun. I don't know. I'm so happy to be a YouTuber now, even though like I'm like barely doing anything on there. Um, then I have, last but not least, Gumroad. So I have one set of free brushes on Gumroad. Let me show you. Um, for you to download for Zbrush right here. So on Gumroad, I have my weekly sculpting workshop. So every Wednesday, I do a class in which I teach you how to sculpt better. It's basically a class that lasts 1 month. Every Wednesday, if you can't be there live, it's okay. We have recordings, and when you actually sign up for the sculpting workshop, you get the access to all of the past recordings for all past workshops. Like it's like 100 or more hours of education. The mentorships are sold out, but here's the cloth seam brushes. I've got 3 free little cloth seam brushes here that you can download. It's my first downloadable cloth brushes, or any brushes at all, for you guys. So go get that. I mean, it's free. Might as well. So yeah, enjoy. I have a lot of help. Like I used to not have any help, and I used to run everything on my own. But now I have a assistant slash community manager. I have a video editor, and tomorrow I'm doing the final interviews for a um social media guy or lady. Although no women apply, so it's gonna be a social media guy, you know. Um, so FYI, like I still haven't hired. So if you want to apply, message me on Discord or follow the application link on Discord. Um, it requires to know how to speak Portuguese. So if you're here and you speak Portuguese and you want to help me run my social media accounts and work with me and get paid, then please go do that. There's a link in the Discord to that in the announcements page. But anyway, now that I have help, you know, I have so much more time to make stuff for you guys, like new tutorials, new brushes, and all this stuff, you know? Like, I don't even know what to do with myself. I'm writing articles, I'm working on my book, I'm doing all these little things, you know? It feels good. It feels good. And just smooth all these tips out. The Discord is lit. I'm glad you think so, Sean. Coming in here and kind of like softening up these like super like clean tendrils, I guess. You don't need to be this clean. We can just mess them up a little with the standard brush. This is never gonna get fixed. We're gonna have to dynamesh this before it's over again. What you get for not doing things right the first time. Soften this one. This one's a little out of place here. Maybe I'm gonna go down a little bit and just like scared. Sorry guys. Scared the crap out of me. Thank you so much, Abe, for the subscription. I appreciate it. I guess that's one of the benefits of subscribing. It's like to give me a hell of a fright. Somebody clip that. Oh god. Yeah. It's been on my to-do list to fix how loud that is for like 3 years. At this point, I'm just doing it to myself. Imagine getting spooked by your own sub notification. I mean, I don't have to imagine that. Just, and I got the blood pumping. Happens all the freaking time, too. Been years. So I think I should make like a veins brush to just like throw it all over the place there. Um, okay, so that's like one of the next steps, but not yet. We're gonna give him an extra lump here just to hide that. Yeah, perfection. Let's smooth some of these transitions out too. God. Stretch for a second. This chair is really bad. And I've been wanting to get a new one for like months, maybe years. And I haven't because the chair's in it's a little bit of a investment, you know? And like every time I need to spend big money, I like procrastinate. So there's been this like camera in my Amazon cart that I need to upgrade my webcam because like that don't look so good. I don't know about you guys, especially when it's like full screen. Anyway, uh, it's like $700 or something, and it's been there since my birthday. So 2 months. Who knows when I will buy the camera? Treat yourself. Um, it's so scary to buy a new thing like that and spend money. Get a comfortable office chair. It can be cheaper and better quality. So I wanted the expensive ones. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I was looking at the Herman Miller chairs because they have lifetime warranty. So I was thinking it's like $1,000, but if I like it, I never ever ever have to buy another chair. So it's like I'm buying my entire future self a chair, right? So if I sit on it for another 60 years or however long I'm gonna live, then it pays itself off, right? The only thing is that I can't try the Herman Miller before I buy it, but everybody says it's amazing. And this one hurts my back so much. I had the Herman Miller chair at work I can recommend. Yeah, so like, it's $1,000 though, but I guess they can write it off in taxes. I feel that's so hard. I always get hella anxious/procrastinate before spending a lot at once. No. So like, there's two things on my spending list, which is the new camera and the new chair. I feel like the chair is the bigger priority because, I'm literally destroying my back as we speak by procrastinating on this. too wobbly for me right here. Little veins brush, so I'm gonna do it on a sphere. So I'm going to kind of like take a screenshot of this up here so new people can kind of see what we were working on. I'm gonna grab one of these spheres, make it polymesh 3D. Divide. Let's make some veins. Why don't we? Do some random vein patterns. I'm gonna invert the standard size. Make it nice and unclean if I can. Standard brush. I don't know if I like this method. We can make it work. We're running out of time anyway. Either we make it work or we don't finish. I have a feeling we're gonna not finish, but gotta maintain hope. Man, this looks really bad. Okay, then just put a little bit. Make me feel better, and then I'm gonna drag rectangle, extractor, press G, drag, really off center, try again, G, drag, and then I can try putting it on here. I go all the way to the highest subdivision. And got a quick little way to do some veins. So I'm gonna apply that everywhere, literally everywhere. Maybe even more intensely than this. Too much. And kind of layer it in different sizes and stuff. Make sure to rotate. This is too bright. This whole model is too white, so like I can't barely see anything. I'm just gonna color the object a little bit. And if I make the color less intense, better. How much is a good chair? So I don't know, like the only guaranteed good chair I know is the Herman Miller's, and they're like $1,000. Again, sorry guys about these spammy bots. I don't know how it looks on your end, but on my end it looks like there's like 40 million bots all doing similar stuff at the same time, so my bots are going wild. Yeah, now we're really moving into like tertiary detail territory. So things get a little different now. hopefully more efficient. Maybe we can make a lot of difference here with this. And this is just a vein pass. Like, I'm sure we could do more with the other passes, I guess. Like blobs and things like that. Gonna make some noise around here. Break up some of the continuous lines a little bit more. That's right here. Lots of veins. Are you going to do skin details with alphas? I think so. Yeah. Vicky Hikari! Oh, oi, tudo bem? How are you doing today? Genosaurus, I'm glad you like it. Oh, Vicky, I'm gonna give Vicky a shout out. Todo mundo vai seguir ela, caso vocês já não sigam. Because she is also a streamer. And we're actually going to do a stream together this month. I think it's this month. Honestly, I don't remember when it is. It's on my calendar somewhere. And it's gonna be in Portuguese. E vai ser em português, né, por cima. But yeah, guys, hope you're enjoying this one. Definitely a lot more work than I thought, and I don't know why I thought it wasn't going to be a lot of work. Foolish. Next, we should do some like blobs. Grab that same feed. Let's go to town, some blobs. I think I could just do that directly on here. Oops. With on layer, I'm gonna put a layer. Take off the RGB and just kind of use it for some of these like flatter areas. It might be a little strong, so that's why I put it in a layer so I can mess with it later. Well, let's check it before and after. Just add some noise. Works. Que caneca imensa. I want you guys to know that I'm really happy to be here tonight. I don't know. It just makes a huge difference to like sculpt something that you're into, have the right people here, and all this stuff, you know. Now I made another brush that just does like blobs and like circles like that. I'm gonna call this one the fake lymph node brush. Gonna blopping some fake lymph nodes around. Too many, too many. Yeah, back it up. Esse vai ser um brush? Já é, mais ou menos. It's also painting. Oh, I have not been saving this at all. Very, very bad. Very bad news for me. Entendi. Bubonic plague brush. Oh yeah. Basically all my brushes are like terrible monster things. The brush. Perdi tanta coisa. Eu vi esquecendo de salvar. Yeah, eu também. Esconder o layer. Makes me want to watch the show over again. Thanks. Yeah, I know. I haven't finished this last episodes that have come out. Sim, dá pra criar o alpha. Eu tenho vários vídeos no YouTube sobre isso, inclusive. Caso você queira ir lá ver. Eu gosto dele invertido também, fica legal. Tem vídeo sobre baking? Não, ainda não. Tô planejando um dia desses, durante as férias, eu tô criando alguns cursinhos. E tô querendo criar um cursinho sobre como criar modelos para personagens de games. E com certeza baking seria parte disso. Mas eu ainda não criei. Galera, eu vou mandar pra vocês de novo o link da stream de amanhã com a Maxon, que você tem que se registrar antes de ir, tá? Everybody, I am doing a special series with Maxon starting tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. So come by, we're gonna do the Kraken. And I'm going to do the first week, so I'm going to sculpt the Kraken, then they're going to render it in a really like realistic setting. They're gonna do the environment for it. It's gonna be really freaking cool. I just posted the link in chat. Letícia Gillette, tudo bem? Como que você está hoje? Bem-vinda. Bem-vinda. I'm gonna make a new layer and I'm gonna try seeing what happens when I do a little bit of contrast. Does everything just blow up? Let's find out. Ooh, that does not look good. I guess some areas could use it. Does it build up over existing forms? Oh, extractor brush. It extracts the form that you had made. So I'm coming here on the sphere and do like something. Whatever. Then I can get the extractor brush, like extractor drag rectangle, for example. Then I can press G and do that, and then it extracts whatever I've done to the object as an alpha. The one thing I didn't mention is that you actually have it works with history. So basically, it sees everything between one point in history versus now, and then that's how it knows what to extract. So you got to go to a point in history before you started. Press Control on the timeline so that it has this white dot, and then that's how you can do it. Yeah, kind of like a clone brush, but you can make some really cool stuff, and you can like resell your brushes too. So I only have about 40 more minutes to stream today. So I think we should color and then continue sculpting later, or like, you know, after we color, because I want there to be some color for the render. For TikTok, you know, because I have priorities. So I'm going to start by coloring the little eye. I'm going to fill it with the toy plastic. In here, toy plastic. Makes it a little shiny. I'm going to change this to paintbrush. And then RM instead of RGB, paint that on so that it paints material on. Then choose the old material so that everything else goes back to normal. Then I'm going to paint the eye real fast. And like a... Oh. Pra gente do Brasil, vai ser que horas a live de amanhã? 1 da tarde. Por volta de 1 da tarde. Eu acho que o Brasil é 1 hora mais adiantado que aqui. Mas se você apertar o link, normalmente ele escolhe já a hora do horário, do lugar onde você está. What's the advantage of having the history saved to the extractor brush? So that's it just uses the difference of what you've done versus what you're doing, and that's how it knows what to extract. Otherwise, it won't know what to extract. You kind of have to play around and see. I'm also going to make a video on that, and then I'll be more detailed as well. Do the skin here. Base color do I want? I'm gonna choose that yellowy weird color. Maybe I'll do a little bit of masking, peaks and valleys. Essa cavity talvez seja melhor. Hey, thank you for the follow, Bob Ross Apocalypse. Then mask my cavity again. Pegar aquele rosa. And fill some of the cavities with purple. I don't know, like the colors are very chaotic. I'm trying to get a lot done in a little time, and then I'll just use that as a base, I guess, for the rest. There's only so much you can do though at the end of the day with just cavity maps and stuff. Bring the intensity down. Oh yeah, that's cool, Kako. I forget. I always forget that that thing exists. That's for sure. Let's make this like nice, hot, like almost orangey pink vein situation here. Maybe if I do a little bit of spray, can help make it even more chaotic, I guess. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna use another mask for the area. Oh, I don't know if Let's still here, but I just remembered that she just started streaming. That means we need to shout out. I don't know if she's here anymore, but we shout out. Anyway, she's been streaming with Noman, I think, right? Aw, thank you, Rahul. That's nice of you. I'm gonna start using alphas too. Grab that purple and kind of throw it around a bit more. Otherwise the mask is too clean. Thinking about that spray brush could give more organic feel. Yeah. We're gonna need some like deep blues in here in a second. We even got some green like in one spot. Got like a little ear infection or something. Those deep purples back in. Gonna grab that yellowy thing. So break it all up. Aspect cavity again. Often. Come in here and really get these areas did. Yes. I'm sorry. Grab some like dark blues. Aspect cavity, make it really. Reset this, undo, make it pointy. Yeah. Real blue, almost green. Too much, too much, too much. After. So I think the command for hiding the mask is Control H. Also going to mask by ambient occlusion. Takes a while, I'm going to save first. And try it out. And I don't know if it's on there. Oh shoot, I was doing the opposite. I think I'm gonna reapply the veins with color already in it. Você vai imprimir ele, talvez, não sei. Acho que eu devo. Yeah, I'm gonna reapply the veins with color. I'm gonna make a new layer. Grab my extractor brush. No, I'm just gonna grab my standard brush. Drag rectangle, alpha off, grab my vein, turn on RGB and Z add, choose my vein color. I gotta turn the mid-range down. Let's reapply some veins. Not a lot, just some big ones. I think the Z add needs to be turned down, way down. Acho que sim. Qual a diferença do ZBrush Core Mini e o comum? O Core Mini tem muito menos opções e ferramentas, só que já até, eu acho que até já vale a pena, sabe, aprender. Se você precisar aprender pelo Mini, aprende pelo Mini, já vale muito a pena. Mini é completamente grátis, eu acho que sim. Uhum. Turn down intensity and just throw on some extra vein colors. Then stop recording, poly paints, adjust colors. Let's change the basic material to have some shine. Or maybe we just use this. No, too much shine. Too much shine. I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna go to material modifiers. Killer. Just to finish this one up, I'm gonna cut off this bits to like make the, I guess, the bust cleaner. So I'm going to have to merge down all the, I'm gonna say first. Delete lower, layers, take all of them. Then I can come in here with like, what's the brush I like to use? I never like there's some things I always forget every time I do anything, and one of them is how to cut, which brush I like to cut. I think I haven't been using the knife brushes a lot, so I'm gonna reset the paintbrush so I can actually paint these bits here. Oh god, that was intense. Like, if it was a normal day, I probably wouldn't consider this done, but yeah. I guess if I were to do one more thing, it'd be like to flesh out the belly area, but I need to go to the bathroom before I do that. So, I'll be right back. Feel free to wait for me if you wanna. I appreciate being waited to. Or I am back. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hope you didn't miss me too much. I'll probably do just like some noise passes actually before we wrap up. And I go to surface. No color, please. Like mesh. Then I'm gonna put a new layer in, do another one. I don't have any alphas. No. Noise makers might be a good idea. So what's a good one? Crazy weird stuff in here, up in here. Good work. Have no color. That, and maybe a little bit small noise scale. White mesh. Then there's more. I'm going to double record that layer, turn it down. Maybe turn this one doesn't really need to be turned. I'm going to actually get rid of both layers and store morph target. That way I can come in here, kind of take off some of the areas that are too much. Great. Oh, I should probably choose the right brush. Morph that all the way. A little bit of take off. At least a little bit. Pat it up. Vecna's better than Freddy. Don't at me. I don't like Freddy. I play Dead by Daylight, and it's like one of the worst killers to play against. Ah, dos carocinhos, acho que não. Does Freddy have a sense of humor? I don't know. I've never seen the scary movies like that. For somebody who makes a lot of scary movie stuff, I don't see a lot of scary movies. It's not for any reason. I just feel like I have to do it with a friend. Nobody ever wants to watch that with me. Just because my friends don't love me enough. Oh, he has like spikes, right? But I don't know where the spikes are supposed to go. On the shoulders, so we don't need to add. Maybe I could do a little bit more with the extractor thingy. Especially if I add a little color to it. More like pinky. Pedacinhos na bochecha e na têmpora. Squared horror movie night? I mean, I could. think I'm gonna throw some extra veins, brown up in here, veins up in here. Ah, that's a little strong. Even remake, fresh data. Beautiful texturing. Thank you, Sean. I hope you guys saw how easy all of that was too. Like, it's definitely pretty easier. Oh, what happened back here? Might come in here one more layer. Maybe grab like spray, some random alpha. Take off the cup. Then spray it. You know, gotta spray it. Moroccan Lion, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Obrigada. Obrigada, Ellen. So everybody, there's links right now in chats for my social media. If you want to follow me, I got Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and ArtStation. Also, and more importantly, you should join my Discord server. It's where we do our weekly giveaways, challenges. You can show off your work, talk to professionals, network. It's an awesome community of people that like I've personally curated, of people that are nice, wonderful, polite, like nice to each other, and constructive. So like all the feedback you're gonna get on your work there is gonna be constructive feedback and all this stuff. I also have a YouTube channel where I do tutorials and other types of videos. So go subscribe to that. Last but not least, oh yeah, Gumroad. So on my Gumroad, I got 3 things. The first, on a sculpt for art. The first thing I have on the Gumroad is free brushes, but I also have my mentorship program, one-on-one mentorships with me there. It's all sold out, but actually I have a link now to like sign up for it, like for the waiting list. I'll just put that in here manually. Wait. I'm sold out. I'm actually past sold out. I forgot to take down. It's like one of my mentees needed to start paying via PayPal instead of Gumroad, so I let him. So his spot opened, even though he's still in there, and then somebody else bought it. So now I have like an extra mentee. Actually, so I'm like beyond sold out. Sold in. So there's the waiting list if you want to sign up for this. I would like the sculptors to spend more time watching but live. Hope you had a good weekend. Thank you, I did. Thank you, Thomas. I think that's it for everything. But yeah, join the Discord. Discord's fun. It's a good place to be. I enjoy it. And now it had some time where it wasn't so much fun, but my assistant like made it super fun. Like the Discord is super badass now, so that's pretty cool. It's got emojis. It's been boosted. It's 4 out of 7 boosts. Can't beat emojis. We actually put in put in an order with an artist to make new emotes for this channel in the Discord as well. So she said that it would be done at around the 7th of June, which is like 2 days from now. That's exciting. We're gonna have new emotes. I don't know what they're gonna look like. I told my assistant, I want you to decide. I trust you. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that we can just do that. Um, yeah. Then what else is new? What else is going on? I think so you just want more contrast. I think I like that more. What do you guys think? Johnny, I can't wait. I can't wait either. Like, I know that they're going to be sparkles related. I don't know anything else. But we put in the order like a month ago, so they should be coming in pretty soon. Pretty soon. So excited. Um, things are looking up. Having a good day. Hope you guys are also having a good day, because I'm having a good day. Oi, Mishaniku. I've been working on a sculpt while watching your stream for the past couple of hours. It's been good and fun. Hopefully I'll become active in the Discord. Definitely! Esse modelo de hoje você terminar nessa live ou continuar depois? Mais ou menos terminando agora, digamos. Eu vou fazer um render básico aqui. Plugin. Which side is nicer? Plugin. Zbrush to Photoshop. And the only thing that happens after this is I remember when you started to stream on Twitch, your progress and vision and motivation are inspiring. Aw, thank you. Oh, I haven't had this problem in a long time. Thank you, that's so nice of you though. This is what the stream has become. It's devolved quickly. Do you remember when I was a baby, the young days? When I think my discs are just full. Oh yes, that would be the case. That's not good. Okay. Stop yelling at me, Zbrush. Oh, there's this music. I just closed everything to like try to make it okay. Okay, we can fix this. First, let's bring the music back. I miss it already. What am I supposed to do without it, right? Eu aprendi a fazer render legal no ZBrush. Okay. So let's see what happened in Photoshop, and then now I should have enough space to do a render, so let's do it. For those of you who don't know, like I run a mentorship, and on any given day, I download so many huge files from my mentees so that I can look at them, that my computer just keeps running out of space all the time. Tempo de Ana Paula. They like funky lights in the show. That looks nice. The blue light. We should do that. We should do that. Você fez um preset pra renderizar todos os espaços ou é assim por padrão? Eu que botei todos eles. Mas assim, na verdade é só apertar esses botões aqui. Então eu aperto quase todos. Se eu fosse você, eu apertava todos e via o que acontecia. Nada ruim, normalmente. I don't even have a folder for this. So it's called Vecna. Gonna take off all this extra stuff here. It looks nice. Like, I normally say no black backgrounds, but I kind of like this one. Fading in there. I don't know, I might keep that to some degree. So the shadow is too strong as usual, so I always go in here and I do filter. Blur. Gaussian a blur. I teach how to render properly, like with Zbrush, in every workshop I teach, basically, like every end of the month. So definitely join the workshops. I still have spots. Testing all the different lights and stuff. Kind of like this top light. I'm gonna leave that. Kind of like this one as well. Whenever I'm messing with lights, I just duplicate the layers and keep the originals so that I don't ruin everything. So like I could, for example, try playing with adding a color. Or like messing with the levels. I wonder if I could do like something with the front light. Or like maybe color it blue. Like I like it over there. Then turn down the opacity a whole bunch. Then like put it inside of a sort of like blackness. Oh shoot. Chick Baga, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Where is my brushes thing? I just draw on where I want that light to hit. I cheat a lot when I'm doing this stuff. Make it stand out ever so slightly. You guys like it darker or lighter? I think lighter, right? Just a little bit. I'm gonna try this light. I'm going to totally go crazy with it. I'm gonna like try like a red. Ooh. Like a funky red light or something. I really don't know what I like more. I don't know if I like it fading into the background like this or if I like it with light. Follow alert. Thank you. I'm glad you like my follow alert. I made it. Well, I made it as a test because I want to make some really cute animated dragons and like have them do little things and like have some rare ones and like do different colors and stuff and randomize them anyway. Um, so that was the test. Good old tester. Like making the AO a little red. More so than black. I'm still not sold on that side light. But one thing I like to do is take the preview layer, duplicate it, and bring it all the way to the top so that I can see what it looked like before I started rendering it, see if it's going in the right direction. This is before and this is after. Lightly going in the right direction. What else do I need? Specular for like that wetness. I think I'm gonna use the structure layer as a mask for the wetness layer. I'm gonna grab that. Okay. And go to the spec, duplicate. New. I did something wrong at some point. That way I have more control over where the wetness goes, and I want it to be like on top of everything that's supposed to be. It's not everywhere. I think that works. And then maybe I'll like duplicate that one more time and just like turn it way down and have it everywhere. Maybe I'll turn this one up. What is this supposed to be? And then we're just going to put both of these in a folder because I want the inside of the nostril not to be that wet. I don't want to bring attention to my failures, specifically that inside of that nose. Turn on that original just to check before and after. Looks a little bit more funky. I like the lighting keeps the detail from getting lost. Oh, one thing I do is I always make new layers on top of the original, and then I just come in here with a white color. And I just give it the eye a little bit of a color of a shimmer because it needs it. Otherwise the model looks dead. Gotta make your model look alive. Just that much is already good enough. I see the difference. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's magical to do that. Like, it literally does everything for me. Vecna's runny nose. I'm gonna add some adjustment layers in here as well. Maybe a little bit more levels. Too much, too much. Make it more intense. Maybe a little hue saturation. A little bit more saturation, you know? Doesn't hurt. But the light should definitely not be that saturated. Compensate. What else? Oh, normally I also do a little bit of a blur, like a little cheating blur. So I'll just come in here with the brush, grab like whatever color of the edge I got. This, and then literally just cheat, make like a fake blur. You gotta trust the process on this one. Then I duplicate, hide the original, filter, blur, blur, blur. And you can build it. I'm gonna make it pretty big and then change it to lighten. Screen seems better. And just a little pop. But then I can duplicate the layer again. Do it again with less Gaussian blur. I can just smudge that later. And then make it lighten. Down the intensity a little. Came back and this is looking amazing. Thank you. Deu uma diferença esses pontinhos, não? Au moins. Where could I have classes to render ZBrush to Photoshop without having to go through all the basics? My weak point is rendering, and it's hard to find classes or even tutorials. So you can join my workshop. My workshop's not basic. It's actually pretty challenging. You can join my workshop, or yeah, you can join the workshop actually and like just watch the past videos too of those, or you can do the mentorship. Well, I'm sold out, but like if you fan messaged me, like I could just give you one meeting or something and then teach you. All up to you. It'll be cheaper to just get the workshop and then go back and see those videos. Hi, very cool looking. Thank you, Phantom. I appreciate it. Next, we're just ignoring the base. The base doesn't even matter. It doesn't even exist. It's not even real. Let's check the before and after again. I just love doing that. Look at that, like before and after of the rendering. Like it already looks pretty cool. I'm gonna consider like adding a pop of color to the background, see what happens. Don't hurt. Maybe like a red, sinister red. Almost like it's the creature's aura. Is what I normally go for. And then from here I can just control U and like change the color. Ooh, that purple looks good. You guys think red or purple? I think the purple looks really good. I'm gonna leave that. It's like a dark blue, And I'm just gonna kind of turn it down so it's very discreet. The background's still black, but I've got some more coolness going on. Then I'm going to make a new folder with everything inside of it, and I'm going to add a little mask to it. And make some stuff fade into the background here. I think when I do TikTok, I'm going to post it like this, and I think when I post it to Instagram, post it like. And then, of course, the most important part. Learned my lesson a long time ago that this is what we do. We must put our name on our art. And then a little cropping. Does that crop feel... Ugh, okay, it's fine. Okay, I think I'm done. What do you guys think? Speak now or for... oh, no, there's one thing I want to do. So I think this eye looks better than this eye because it has a little bit of a darkness in it. What do you guys think? I'm going to just create a fake layer. And I'm going to just put a little bit of a plop of color on this one. Oh, there goes the layer. Ah! I'm like, I'm done. And then I'm like, oh no. And then I'm gonna save this before I lose it. I do have this really bad habit of every time I find Photoshop open on my computer and I don't know what the latest thing I was working on, I literally hit delete and don't save on everything. And it's really cathartic in the moment. But not a good idea in the long run. Save as. The Vecna folder. And also we're gonna export it as a PNG. Export PNG. Get it all done for today so that I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. Yeah, the eye looks better. Yeah, it does, right? It's still a discreet eye, but and also I made it look more towards the camera. You can cheat a lot when you're doing this stuff, like when you're doing the actual like concept phase or like just a quick Photoshop render. Like, you know, you're not beholden to any rules. Nobody cares. I certainly don't. And if they do, tell them to stop. Anna says you do not need to care like that. That looks kind of cool. Huh? Anyway, that wasn't the point. I was going to darken the base. I think the base is pulling a little tension in. What do you guys think? Layer. Just random color over it. Then turn that to multiply. Turn that down. I think this is like a good balance. Better balance. Export again. And then, and then last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one last render that only has the head and doesn't make it look like it's a toy because, if I post this on TikTok, people will comment. Well, actually, it's a good thing that they comment, right? That's what we want, but. I'm using my mouse for this. Then export. All right, I'm done. I'm gonna undo that though, because I don't like it that much. There we have it. Today's work done. Another day's work done. Phantom Lights. I hope at some point to use my Dremel 3D printer to print out the Starship Troopers rifle from one of the CGI movies. I hope it works out. Annoying when almost a day into the print and it lasts 4 hours. A chub little crapper. Oh my god, yeah, that happens. Alrighty, everybody. I am done for today. Before I leave, make sure to follow me on social media. One of the best ways to get a hold of me, keep up to date with my schedule, my announcements, my artwork, my free stuff, anything like that. And then make sure to subscribe to my new YouTube channel because I have a bunch of tutorials in there and like some of the reruns. Make sure to join the Discord, which is a great community of 3D artists, thousands of us basically, where that we hang out, chill out, share tips and tricks, tutorials, resources. You can show off your work, you can get feedback, you can give feedback. And we can do challenges and giveaways on there. So make sure you join. We have a challenge every week. The challenge of today or of this past week was vampires. And then last but not least, Gumroad, if you want to download some of my free brushes. All right, everybody, have a wonderful, wonderful